Hi guys, it's Preston from Preston's 8 Legs. Sorry about the traffic noise, but as you guys can see, I'm outside of my normal room with the tarantulas, and I'm outside in public now. I'm here at House of Pets, which is my local pet store that I get all my tarantulas and tarantula supplies from here in Garden City, Michigan. And today I get to speak with the manager before they even open today. They allowed us to come here before they open and talk about the store, talk about the tarantulas, and talk about even some of the reptiles and other animals that they have here and some of the other supplies. So I will see you guys inside. Okay guys, I'm inside now. This is the front area. They have some cool animals here. They have a little display here, some frozen food. And this is Rachel, the manager.
Hi guys, good morning.
So she's allowed us to come in here early and talk about the store and show you guys the store and some of the animals that aren't just tarantulas, but they're also reptiles, and they also have some fluffy ones over that way.
Got a little bit of everything.
Yep. So I've been shopping here for about 2 years now, getting all my tarantula supplies, and they've done some updates that, like this new display here. What is this? I know this thing is new,
so
right?
It's a paludarium basically. So on the bottom we have like a fish tank, and everything is South American themed. So everything in the bottom are South American. Everything inside of it is South American. So right now we just have 2 Cuban nightingales in there that are kind of just taking care of any pest critters.
Okay.
But eventually our caiman lizards will go in there.
I gotcha. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it over here coming soon. Can you see the fish down there? And the lizards, I'm sure, are hiding in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Favorite spots are usually... Ah, there he is. Yep. He's always on that branch.
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely
See him there,
cool.
guys? Right there.
He's
Yeah.
cool.
No, this is an awesome display.
Thank you.
This is what I'm assuming. This is all bioactive.
Yeah, it's completely bio. Everything's live.
And
Even
I'm
the plants in the fish tank, everything is live.
wow.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get to bioactive with all my tarantulas. It's just
It's
a daunting task. It's a, yeah.
So many of them to get them all switched over.
And you don't want to get any plants that can harm them or anything.
Pesticides.
Yeah, and then the past, right. So, over here you guys have some of the fluffy animals, right?
Chinchillas, bunnies, hamsters, more bunnies.
Wow.
We sell a lot of bunnies.
Mm-hmm.
We're very strict on bunnies.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, they're nice and fluffy, so that's what counts. And as long as they're healthy.
It's morning cleaning. Every single morning we
Right.
do these guys. And then this is the bioworm, and it's like plant and bioactive area. And this is kind of like my favorite spot.
Mm-hmm.
This is where all the cool stuff is, for sure.
Okay.
That was our first paludarium. We loved it. We just wanted more of a land option to it.
I gotcha.
These guys have Spanish rib newts in here.
Okay.
Shout out to Nikki's Newts, helping us out with newts.
Mickey's newts, okay. I know it's always so cool seeing bioactive because it really is like taking part of the nature and putting it in the enclosure.
We are obsessed with it. It is something that we have definitely dove into.
No, right. Well, it's the future of keeping animals. You can't keep snakes on paper towel and newspaper anymore.
Aspen's one.
Oh, yeah, and aspen, right, yes.
Yeah, we
Wow,
have
tons.
tons of different kinds of isopods that we breed ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We always have all those.
Yeah, little
These, though,
cleanup crews for the enclosures.
these are where it's at. This is.
Yeah, that really is beautiful.
These are my favorite for sure, out of the whole store.
Looks like something out of the botanical gardens.
They're amazing. I mean, they really, really are. If you're not somebody with a green thumb and like you can't keep anything alive, if you kill a plant in here, I would be so surprised.
Right.
I would be so surprised.
It's like those people that take those jars and then they just kind of put the stuff in it and they seal it up and it's all, it rains itself, it, does its own
They're really cool systems.
environment.
They got everything built in. They got fog systems, and they do the whole
Wow.
everything for you. I mean, it's just so cool.
Wow, that's cool to see the little fog coming down.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
They're so cool. They're
Man.
definitely, price-wise up there, but
No,
so,
right.
so worth it.
Right. Okay, so and then you guys have some like food and like enclosure.
We got supplements. We got probably every bug you could think of that would be
Okay.
food for reptiles. Live rodents for snakes, which seems to be dying.
Really?
Sounds like in like the hobby.
Really?
A lot of stores don't carry live food anymore,
Huh.
which is really weird.
Now, do you have reptiles? You do. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what do you suggest? Like, what do you recommend? Like, people feed frozen or feed live, or?
I mean, if you can feed frozen thawed, definitely, do frozen thawed, because like it's not worth it once they start getting up to like big rats. I mean,
Right.
I have a boa at home that she's super expensive. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
very expensive boa. I would never want to have to go to the vet and deal with a bacterial infection and spend money at the vet because of a $7 rat.
Right, right.
It's just not worth it.
Right.
Plus, then you can buy in bulk.
Right.
You buy in bulk, it's cheaper. You keep it in your freezer. You
Right.
When you need
And then you
to.
just thaw them, right?
Yeah. And vectors for diseases.
Right.
A lot
Okay.
of animals, especially rats, they're kept in not great conditions with their feeders.
I
so
gotcha.
There's just always that there's always that possibility.
Right.
So it's just like, not me.
No, are you guys gonna be slowly getting out of the live eventually,
We
or?
only have 2 snakes in our entire facility that eat live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every single other snake.
He's gone over to frozen.
We're
Okay.
always gonna offer and sell them.
Right.
Just because we seem to be that only store in the area that
Right.
offers that.
And some
anymore.
people do want to keep on.
Yeah,
Right.
We're a small business, and we gotta stay as relevant as
No,
possible.
right.
Yeah,
Right,
as
right.
needed
Well,
as
it's
possible.
good to have a variety, as
Yeah.
long as it's, what people want.
Yeah.
Now, I know we had these two, but who's this on your shoulder?
So this is Ivy. Ivy lives here. She just turned 2.
Very cute.
She's a dusky conure. She's
Okay.
our prized pain in the butt.
I know she was being a little vocal earlier just when
Oh,
these
yeah.
guys started
Yeah,
squeaking.
somebody didn't bring her lock on her cage last night. So
Oh, okay, so she was out and about.
She was out waiting.
Okay.
She was out waiting. And this is reptile wall. So
Cool.
there's all reptiles, all the way down until you hit the birds.
Gotcha.
Everybody's out and about. So
I know, I
and,
see.
Yeah.
I was just looking earlier. I saw these guys out, and then I saw these two. Well,
Yeah.
this guy wasn't actually on top of the other one, but these two are just kind of chilling on top of each
They are
other.
so awesome. They're so awesome.
And then you got these are like the feeding stuff for the feeders, correct?
Yeah, so I mean, we got food for your bugs, food for your reptiles. We love Pangea. Pangea is a very big brand that we like to carry a lot of. Good quality, good pricing.
Yeah, I always get the Flukers,
Yeah, Flukers
cricket
are-
diet,
yeah,
and the
Flukers
high
great,
calcium
yeah, definitely.
dubia roach right down
Don't lose
there.
your bugs. It's always worth it.
No, it makes them healthy. It makes them.
Cork bark. We sell a lot of cork bark.
Mhm.
Like a lot of cork bark.
It's like a thing that every enclosure has to
Everyone
have,
has
and
to
it
have
and
it,
it
yeah.
just I use a ton of it.
Yeah. Oh, me too. I love
Tarantulas have to have some place to hide, so the cork bark's the best place.
the cork
So.
browns. That's mine. I love the cork browns.
Mhm.
Perfect tubes.
Got a chameleon up here. Wow, this tank's really misted. Man, a ton of chameleons actually. Wow.
Quite a few right now. Quite a few.
Quite a bit of reptiles. And then I'm assuming, like, for when somebody is like a first-time reptile owner, do you guys like have like something that's like easy for them to set up for an enclosure for them?
I mean, so we always kind of start. The very first question I'll always ask somebody if I feel like they really don't have a general idea of what it is they want. I ask, what do you want to get out of an animal? What is it you're looking to get out of them? Because if you're somebody that's super active and you're maybe not home every single day for multiple hours a day, and you have a lifestyle that doesn't put you at home a lot, I'm not going to give you a tortoise that you have to feed every single day.
Right.
I mean, maybe a snake would be a better option for you, or an adult bearded dragon that is only going to get bugs a couple times a week, but maybe you can do a salad real easily.
Right.
So I always ask what their lifestyle's like and what they're looking for to get out of the pet.
I got
And
you.
then we kind of go from there. But I mean, there's always those staples, like ball pythons.
Right.
It's such an easy animal to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
Bearded dragon, another pretty easy one to start off with.
Right.
I love tortoises. I just don't like when people go with tortoises that they're not going to be able to care for a long time.
I gotcha.
Sulcatas.
Right.
Sulcatas is going to be a 100+ year commitment. Are you somebody who owns your home? Are you going to be in your home for the next 10 years? You
Right.
have a game plan for when this animal's going to be the size of a semi-truck.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
it's those questions that we ask, and then we kind of move to what's going to be best for them.
I
It's
gotcha.
not a, I want this, so I'm walking out with this
Right.
situation.
Right. I'll make sure that the owner knows how to take care of the animal and.
Yeah. And then when it comes to setups, we actually make our own setups. We don't purchase the pre-made setups.
Oh, okay.
Just because I'm sure as a lot of people have experienced, the pre-made kits typically don't have great lighting in them.
Right.
You're typically not going to get your temperatures when you need them to be. They're typically not big enough. They typically don't have the appropriate UVB lighting in them. So we tailor equipment to the setup. So,
I gotcha.
Like we have beer dragon setups, we got chameleon setups, we got all the setups you can think of, but they're tailored to that animal and to that size aquarium.
I
so
gotcha.
that everything's appropriate.
Gotcha. Well, that makes sense. Well, that's good. It makes it easy for a first-time reptile owner. They
get
can
everything all in one go.
right. You don't have to do the research and then and then go, oh shoot, I don't have this certain type of lighting, and then I gotta go get that, and then.
Or people who just don't understand that like there's a difference between T5, T8, and compact coil. They're all different kinds of UVB bulbs, and they all do different things, you know. So it's just making the information giving easy.
Right.
Because if you're talking to somebody for an hour and you're just going over things over and over again, there's one ear and out the other, and then they get home and they're like, what did she say?
Right. And then you gotta look it up on YouTube, and then.
And they're calling us, and they're like, all the information I'm getting is conflicting. I don't know who to believe.
Right.
I guess that's how marketing works.
Right.
A lot of information is going to be marketing based.
No, right.
They know they can get your money.
Right.
You know? We don't do that. We're going to. I know the fish food bottle says that you need to feed them twice a day. But that's so that you go to the food factory and come back and buy more. No, we're going to tell you one time every other day. This bottle should last you like 2 months. You know. So it's educating. It's all about educating.
Right. Exactly.
You've never done it. You know.
No, right. No, that's good. No, education's the best thing. It's all about the animals,
exactly.
so.
Yeah, I mean, most people just don't know. It's not that they don't care. They just
Right,
don't know.
right.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, though. There are the ones who don't care.
Right. No, I'm sure. There's always some bad apples.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
And I got a lot of snakes down here. These
are all babies.
Baby snakes.
Babies.
Okay.
Yeah, we got like hog noses and small corn snakes and milk snakes.
Wow.
So little dudes.
I see some right down there. There's some in there. Wow, they are very cute.
Very cute, yeah.
Now, what for like a snake? What would you suggest for like a beginner?
Corn snakes are a good one. And ball pythons, yeah. I mean, corn snakes I recommend because they're always good eaters. They typically are always very good eaters.
Gotcha.
So that can be a little bit nervous for first-time owners if your snake doesn't eat. And ball pythons can be picky eaters.
Gotcha.
You know? But with snakes and eating, it's all about setup. If the setup's not appropriate, the snake's not going to eat the way it should.
I gotcha.
So like when people come in here and they're like, the snake hasn't eaten in like 3 weeks.
Right.
Like, okay, well, show me a picture of your setup. Like,
right.
Let's see what's going on. What are the temperatures?
Right.
They're like, well, I don't know what the temperatures are. Like,
mm-hmm.
what do you expect?
Right. No. Right.
Right. Stick my hand under the bulb and it's hot.
Right.
I walk that way.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta have everything correctly because.
Definitely, yeah. Corn snakes and ball pythons if you're a snake person. That's
right.
definitely
Just
where
like humans, you don't want to eat ice cream when it's 20 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Or people who do frozen dog meals, but they're offering it to them frozen.
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Right. Look at these guys down here, just basking in the light. They're so cool.
Everybody's ready for their fresh salad.
Yeah, I'm sure. You got the noisy guys here.
Birds. Yeah, lots of birds.
Very active, very noisy. They're cute too.
They're fun. They're definitely fun.
Well, on to the main thing here about what the channel's actually about, the inverts and tarantulas and spiders and
My home. My favorite spot for sure.
So how long have you guys always done inverts and tarantulas or okay?
Oh yeah, we've always. I mean, we've been in business 47 years.
I gotcha. Okay, wow.
I've been here technically 12.
Okay.
And we've always had tarantulas. Actually, when I first started, that was the number one thing that I was like, I will not touch them. I will not feed them. I won't do any servicing for the tarantulas. I'll do everything else, but I won't do the tarantulas. And now I look at myself and I'm like, wow, you have like 57 tarantulas.
I know, it's a crazy exposure therapy.
No, it is. It really, really is. I was that kid who, like, if I saw a spider in my room and my dad came and killed it, I would sleep with my covers over my head because I thought I was going to have eggs laid in my ear and have like a panic attack. I was freaked out about spiders. I hated them. And it really is. It's exposure. The more you know about them, and then like you see their funny little behaviors and their quirks, it kind of like de-evils them. Like,
right.
Like, okay, they're not so bad.
Right.
They're fluffy. They're cute.
Right.
They do this dumb little booty dance when they eat.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they do like a little tap with their feet.
Yeah,
right. No, it is. It's
okay. Maybe they're not so bad.
right. And then we see the colors, and then some have different. They actually have a personality.
Yes. Yeah.
I know I was that way with centipedes. I always liked spiders, but I used to be just terrified of centipedes. And
mindful of them.
right, no. I'm still not in the school of, oh, I think centipedes are, just these like awesome little pets that you can just have. Like, no. I'm still like, I think they're interesting now. I wouldn't mind keeping one, but I wouldn't still want one to get out because they're a little quick.
Yeah.
They're a little quick. They just definitely give you a jump scare.
The things that they can do are just so. I've seen like Vietnamese centipedes just absolutely launch themselves out of containers.
Right.
Oh my god! Like, how did you do that?
Right, and then it's loose, and you don't want it to die. You also don't want it to bite you,
I don't
and
want
then
to hurt it. Yeah.
right.
I don't, touch it. I don't want to get bit.
Right. Yeah, no, they're definitely for experienced keepers.
But
so
that's why you always have your safe space. You have
right.
your spot that you go to do your rehouses. That
Right.
You know if there's an no crap plan.
Right.
You have things in place.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, what different type of species do you guys have here? I see you guys have some curly hairs and.
I mean, we keep your staples, so the stuff that's going to be easy for newbies, like curly hairs, striped knees, Arizona blondes, pink toes. I try to here and there bring in the like fancier kind of niche stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, we have a Davis SP Panama. That's something we've never kept in store before. What else do we have that's kind of cool right now? Honestly, I sell through spiders kind of relatively pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The cool stuff now, at least. Tons. We got a couple green bottle blues right now.
I gotcha.
Jumping spiders. We sell a lot of jumping spiders.
I know
now.
that's where I just got my jumping spider from you guys about 4 months ago. She just accidentally passed away a couple of weeks ago because she had a bad molt. She molted and she wouldn't eat, and then it is what it is. No, they do too. They do, and I didn't get it when she was a baby. She was a little bit grown. Yeah, she was adult size.
We always tell people like when they are like, oh, I want to get I've never had a spider before in your life. Just so you know, like you're buying an adult spider.
Right.
So, like, you could have 8 months with this spider.
Right.
You could have maybe 2 months with the spider.
Right.
You know that.
Right, and the problem is that jumping spiders have a lot shorter lives than tarantulas do. They just
yeah, they definitely do.
About a year or two max, and at least with tarantulas, they have some could be 20 years, some could be 10, and I see you guys have a Goliath up here.
She's massive.
Yeah, it really is.
So big.
There we go. Wow.
I can pull her out.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I don't know, but the Goliaths we do not allow to go home in what they're in.
I gotcha.
Obviously need something much bigger.
Right.
But we just can't have 3 20 gallons in this tank.
Right.
I mean, she's decently sized. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's even bunched up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
If you're looking for a spider that just does really cool things, they are definitely one of the ones.
Mm-hmm. I know that's why I was telling some people in a video in the past is that I don't have a Goliath right now, but I have a green bottle blue, and I was telling them like green bottle blue for a beginner is pretty good because at least they'll do stuff. Some of them they're not like rocks. Like my curly hair is a living rock. I mean, it just really is. But my green bottle blue, it webs it up, it eats ferociously, and it actually does some things and moves around, so they're cool. And Goliath birdie is cool, and you can actually say you have a little piece of Harry Potter in your room. So
Definitely. They're cool. They rearrange stuff and super fast.
No, right. So you guys do sell some of these guys with the setups.
Some of them come with setups.
Like with this Arizona blonde right here.
Yep, so if they wanted to buy the spider and the whole setup, they could.
I gotcha.
The only ones that can't come with their setup are ones that don't have a price for their setup. And
Gotcha.
That's just because it's containers that we need to reuse. Or,
I gotcha.
What they're in isn't appropriate to live in lifelong.
Right.
Like the Goliaths, they definitely, even her, she's in a 10-gallon right now. She should definitely be in a 20-gallon.
Right.
But we're a store. Tight on space.
Right.
We're supposed to be a temporary home. The forever home
right.
is supposed to be the forever home.
Yeah, I'm assuming that you guys go through them pretty quickly.
It ebbs and flows.
Right.
It definitely does. I mean, there's some weeks where it's like, oh my god, we sold almost all spiders. It's crazy.
Right.
And then there's other weeks where we don't sell any at all.
I gotcha.
So it definitely depends.
So out of here, what would you suggest for a person just starting off, wanting to get a tarantula for the first ever thing? They never even had a reptile or anything before. Something that's in the exotic species that's not a dog or a cat.
should have a curly hair at some point if you're gonna start out. They're all a little bit different. I have the Honduran species and the Nicaraguan species at home. They're both so different.
Right.
Like my Nicaraguan, he doesn't do anything. He is literally a pet rock.
Right.
But my Honduran, he completely rearranged his setup. I mean, dug it up, rearranged it. Like this guy's done a little bit of rearranging himself. You know, but they just all have their own personalities. Some of them are, you know, really reactive, and some of them are really, really calm and chill. But they're fuzzy and they're pink, and they're, you know, a pretty robust tarantula, so that, you know, if you want to handle, you don't have to worry about necessarily hurting them.
Right. And at least they're kind of, you know, cool looking. They're not so scary. They don't got, you know, the fangs sticking out, and their legs aren't long and lanky. So
I mean, we're always, any newbie that comes in here, it's always new world, new world, new world. You are not starting with an old world species.
Right.
It's not happening. I mean, I've gotten into like all out fights with customers.
Really?
Because, yeah. I mean, one girl never had a tarantula a day in her life, and she's like, I really have to have the cobalt blue. And I'm like, you don't.
No.
You're not. It's not happening. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be that person that sold you the cobalt blue when you've never even
Right. And then you get bit.
Yeah, you know? I mean, look at some crazy stuff.
Right. Now, do you guys do sell old worlds here as well?
We do. Yeah, we do. I got a couple of them. It's not one I tend to carry a lot of, just because, most people that shop in a store for spiders, they're not diehard hobbyists.
Right.
They're new. They're not super established. They don't understand body language. They don't understand structure of the setup. If the structure of the setup's changed, okay, let's try something like, I don't know, all these tunnels are webbed off. What does that mean?
Right.
So, like, all that kind of stuff.
And then, so that, you know, some people that may be watching that don't know what the difference between New World and Old World is. So, Old World means that they come from the Eastern Hemisphere, or the, you know, China, Asia,
Asia,
Europe,
Malaysia, Australia, Indonesia, Africa, yeah, all
and then
over there, yeah.
New World is North
Central
America, South America, Central America, right?
The Americas.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And then, you know, most of the time, you know, New Worlds have urticane hairs, and then the Old Worlds don't, but they just bite, and they have a more potent venom.
Venom load, yeah.
Right.
Venom loads, definitely. I mean, but don't get me wrong, there's ones that are like wild cards, like Salmopeus erminia. You know, that's technically a New World species, but it acts like an Old World, and the venom on them is actually pretty nasty, you know. Green Bottle Blues, you know, that's another one. Technically a New World. Kind of nasty.
Right,
you know?
right.
So you just gotta kind of...
So are tarantulas kind of like cats and dogs, where it doesn't matter what the species is, you can kind of keep them all the same? I'm just joking. No, I'm just joking. No. So obviously, of course, it depends like on the different species. Like they can be New Worlds, but like one could be coming from a arid environment, and the other one comes from like a more wet, you know, rainforest environment. So it all depends. And then how do you guys like suggest, like obviously, so you guys don't use heat pads. I don't use a heat pad or anything. I don't use a lamp. But you know, you can keep it room temperature as long as it's like 70 something.
It's so hot in here.
Right.
Well, like, we don't need any kind of heater. But I tell people at home that like if you're comfortable, they're probably comfortable.
Right.
Unless, you know, you're trying to do stuff. So like if you want them to grow faster, okay, bump up the degrees a couple, you know, 2
Right.
3 degrees, and they're gonna molt faster, they're gonna eat more, they're gonna be more active. If you're not worried about it and you want to keep them cool, then that's fine. They're just
Right.
gonna grow a little bit slower. They may not eat as much and as frequently.
Right.
But that's, you know, there's pros and cons to both. Longer lifespan with the other, but more mature faster with the other. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right. And then I see like most of these tend to be terrestrial. Do you guys have any fossorial ones right now?
The
or?
only fossorial one I have, I guess I would, I got a rear horn baboon.
Okay. And then you guys have some arboreal ones there.
Yeah, lots of arboreal. Yeah, lots of arboreal.
If it's okay, I'm going to squeeze past you and we'll go over that way.
We just got in the purple pink toes.
Oh, okay.
So cool.
Wow. Oh, there he is right up top. Of course, it's kind of hard to see the colors when they're little babies, but...
Yeah, they're not real pretty when they're little babies. Now, the versicolors, oof. These guys are just...
I know, they're little tiny blue dots.
They are literally blueberries. I know, I'm gonna rip it. I'm real sorry. There we go.
Oh, it's been a long time since I used to have one, and then, you know, as what's kind of common with them is that, you know, they can molt pretty badly. And then he had a bad molt and he passed away, and his molt
This is one I'm working on breeding, actually.
I gotcha.
So I have a male-female pair at home. And from what I've learned over the years, it is all about ventilation.
Right.
And it is all about moisture.
Mm-hmm.
If you're somebody that overmists and your substrate gets real soggy and real
right.
damp, and it's like that all the time,
mm-hmm.
they'll just die. For
right.
whatever reason, they'll just die. They really honestly do better with like super dry dirt, and then just making sure that they're getting like water droplets misted on like the side of the enclosure on
mm-hmm.
the plant, so they have somewhere to go drink.
And how often would you say?
We do it every other day, every 2 days. Yeah, the babies get serviced real frequently.
I gotcha.
You know, you got like boluses, you got
right.
little dead meals, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Once mold starts, I mean, it's like this one right here. It's not too bad, but this is definitely at a point now where it's time to change the dirt.
Change
like,
the dirt,
it's
right.
time to just dump the dirt and change
right.
it. I threw some springtails in there the other day, hoping that it would help, and it just, you know, sometimes it just doesn't.
Right. Oh, yeah, and people can use springtails and isopods for like a cleanup crew.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, but you're not gonna go with isopods that are gonna be like the size of your thumb, because
right.
they'll obviously be a meal. You know?
Right.
right. You're
right.
gonna go with like the really, really small ones that are like super tiny and they just kind of live in the soil, that aren't gonna get picked off as food, but
right.
they're gonna eat poop. They're gonna eat shed that maybe you miss.
Okay.
Mold that starts to grow. They're super beneficial. Really, really beneficial.
Yeah. And I gotta start implementing. I haven't had a mold problem yet, but just just taking care of any eating food or shed.
And, you know, everybody at some point I feel like will eventually go, oh wow, what is that?
Right.
Mold, or they get mushrooms. You know?
Right,
like, oh,
right.
mushrooms.
I know I've had a past where I've gotten scared because I saw something that looked like mold turned out to be just a web, but I had to dig up the whole enclosure and I rechanged the whole dirt. But
yes, I mean, and it's usually my old world species at home, and it's usually my fossorial one. So
mm-hmm.
like my cobalt blue, she usually gets mold. She
right.
likes it super wet.
Right.
I like that. My Thai tiger, he's another one that will break
mm-hmm.
out quite frequently. But yeah.
Yeah. So you got some bigger ones here, the metallic pink toes and. What are these? Oh, more metallic pink toes.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you? I know basically. I always tell people is that like a terrestrial is a better beginner.
Oh yeah.
So what would you say for somebody's first arboreal tarantula? What would they? Pink toes?
Yeah, pink toes are great. Yeah, definitely. They're not super darty.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of derpy. They
mm-hmm.
kind of do for the most part. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've definitely seen quick ones, but they're more laid back. You know, like I'm never gonna like send somebody home with a maculata as their first arboreal species.
I gotcha.
You know, like that's just not gonna happen.
All right, there's the ornamental baboon mm-hmm. right there. A little scary.
Sassy little
yes.
And they're so dirty. I had an adult female at home, and she unfortunately passed a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She was awesome. I mean,
mm-hmm.
she was super chill. I could go in there and do whatever I needed to do. She wasn't darty.
Right.
Like, man, them babies, they're just
right.
like, yeah, they just go.
I know. It's always scary when they move super fast, and then you your brain can't process how fast,
super
and then
fast.
you gotta try to catch them. Right.
Don't crush it. Don't crush it.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to catch it.
I know. My next strangeless, because I have 6 right now. So my next ones I'm planning on getting. I definitely want to get a striped knee because I feel like that's just like a staple, right?
Yep.
And then I love that you guys have some pumpkin patches now, and I'm expecting they're not probably gonna stay here very long because I'm assuming some people are gonna want to come and get them.
The last ones I brought in, I sold the day I put them out.
Really?
It's kind of crazy. Oh. I already sold one. I had 2.
I was just in here the other day, and I saw you guys had 2. So
there was 2 for sure.
I know. Hopefully, you guys get some more in, because I'm sure by the time I actually get around to getting one, they're gonna be gone. Because it's just such a cool tarantula with the little color pattern. You can't really see them in there, but
of all species, the dwarfs are my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I love them so much.
Yeah, you don't have to keep them in a big house. You don't have right, and they're cute.
Oh my god, like. Ceocosmus elegans. There's a heart on their butt. I
mm-hmm.
mean, come on, like
right.
You can't get away from it.
No, it is cute. I also like the lava tarantula, the Panama.
But I've had 2 males.
Oh, okay.
So far.
Wow.
Unfortunately, both of them passed because they just don't have super long lifespans.
Right.
I'm on my 3rd right now. Fingers crossed that it's a female.
Mm-hmm. I know
please.
There's such a cool looking tarantula. I mean, that's what's nice about tarantulas is that they really do like you can get a cat or a dog that's in different hair colors, but like tarantulas really can be different colors, and they're you know, sometimes colors that are very rare in nature, like blue.
Yeah.
Blue and purple.
Is an unheard of one, yeah. Oh, are you hiding? He's got his own little tunnel system going. But yes, lavas are one of my passions. Spiders for sure. I love the species. I love the whole gene. I'm so happy that they finally reclassified them because Tarantulas made absolutely no sense for them to be in.
No.
I think Davis is a much better place for them to be. It makes sense.
And I know you guys have been getting jumping spiders and you know a lot, you know, recently, and then you know obviously the big boom in people getting jumping spiders as like TikTok. Instagram and TikTok has been making them popular. So, do you suggest that people get jumping spiders as a first?
Yeah.
Spider?
Yeah. They're real easy. They're really interactive. You know, I mean, I think, and a lot of the times it's usually people come in and want them for their kids. So I mean, it's just a great species for a kid to start out with.
Right.
The tricky part is they always want to handle.
Right.
Spider.
They're gonna jump. They're gonna jump.
Everywhere. So you know, I always tell people like, if you're gonna do it, like go to your bathtub.
Right.
Put something over your drain.
Right.
Hold them over the bathtub, so that way if they do get away from you,
you can get them.
You catch them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Or you know, until you learn body language.
Right.
A lot of people don't know body language on spiders. And
Right.
You know, just because they don't have the exposure to it.
Right.
But you know, for us, like we're looking at a jumping spider and we're like, oh, he's going up on his
Right.
he's
Right.
ready to go.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go. He's zoning in on a certain area with his eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's about to pop.
So
Right.
he repositioned and like went in.
Right.
You know, he's
Right.
got something in his sight.
Right. So, and I see you guys have not just tarantulas and stuff here, but you guys also have some frogs.
Yeah, we got some Pac-Mans and some pixies.
And then I know the other day you guys had scorpions in here. Do you guys still have them?
I had cotton tata. I had some baby Asian forests. Oh god, they're so tiny. They're so freaking cute. I've never seen babies. And as soon as I saw them that they were available, I was like, yes, do it. Oh, there they are. Oh, all of them are in that little tunnel right there.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see them right there.
Would you like to come say hello? They're like, no, absolutely not. I don't want to come out and say hello. Come on.
And that's what's
There
nice
you are.
That's what's nice about inverts is they're kind of little introverts.
They are, yeah. They're just so
They're going
freaking
behind the
cute. Why so cute?
Now, if someone didn't want like a spider as their first pet, but they wanted to get some sort of like arachnid as a pet, would you suggest scorpion as a starter animal?
Okay.
Now, certain species, of course.
Yeah, Asian forest, definitely a great one to start with. They're active. They get, big, sizable. Not super aggressive, So I mean, if it's one you're looking to handle at some point, yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Okay.
Emperors, if those were more readily available nowadays, but.
And about how long do the Asian forest scorpions live?
I'll be honest, scorpions aren't my forte, but I want to say it's like 5 to 10 years.
Okay, so a decently long life.
Say, yeah, like I said, I'm not a scorpion person,
right?
But I believe that's.
I gotcha.
It's kind of like use it or lose it information.
I love these Mexican little red legs here.
They're just beautiful.
They're so colorful. I just that's what I like most about the tarantulas and just everything. It's just the colors on them.
Yeah.
And it's not because, like I said earlier, they have such rare colors that you don't see in nature, like purple and metallic colors, and then blue, and then.
Brackies are another one that I work with a lot. I love brackies.
Yeah, Rocky Palmers are just great.
They're
great tarantulas.
You have them for a long time.
Right, and they're hardy.
They're hardy. They're hardy. Colorful. Don't require like a whole bunch of like stuff that they're set up. They're very low. Maintenance.
Right.
They're just gorgeous. I mean, they're just so gorgeous.
Yeah, plenty of choices here for tarantulas.
Tailless whip scorpions.
Oh, you do? So that's another one that's on my list to get soon.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I'm actually not a fan.
Really?
I'm not a huge fan. No.
I obviously I became a fan, as some people may even know them is from Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just think they're so cool because they look like a crab. They kind of look like a spider, but they also kind of look like a scorpion.
It's like a bee, a crab, and a scorpion all in
Right,
one.
right.
I'm not about it. I'm not. Those people that let them crawl on their face and stuff, I'm like,
oh, you know that
couldn't do it.
I just would never do with any animal
Couldn't do it.
that isn't like a bunny.
Right.
Because it's just like you know you don't want to. Because the last thing you want to do is sneeze when you have a tarantula on your face, and then he kicks hairs, and then you got hair in your eye and hair in your nose.
That's, like, super reactive to the hair.
Right,
Oh my
right.
gosh, this stuff is awful, especially with the lions. Oh my gosh.
And it's like little
It's
fiberglass.
It's bad.
It
yeah.
is.
Like anytime like we when this spider sells and we have to like empty this out, I will literally put gloves on and a mask.
And a mask,
and
right,
dump it.
right.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just not worth
Sucks.
getting that in.
It
Yeah.
hurts. It really does. It makes me itch all day.
No, definitely. And then, so that's basically it for the tarantulas and spiders. Have plenty to choose from here, and this is, you know, I like getting a lot of them in person just because I always get my first tarantulas I got were online, and you know it's just kind of nerve-wracking. Plus, you had to go I had to go all the way down to the airport to the FedEx facility, and then you gotta go pick them up there, and then it's always kind of like okay, is he alive? And it's just kind of scary.
Somebody that's gonna like actually
Right.
respond to me if there's a problem.
Right. So
Be
it's
careful with that.
right. At least if you get them in person and you're like not too far down the road, you can actually know that they're healthy and they're safe, and then you can get them home. And
The only thing I wish that we could do is offer them at the prices that like us hobbyists.
Right.
Because like in the spider hobby, when you're talking about it in a retail aspect, I'm purchasing all of these for exactly what me or you could purchase them for online. So then I have to bring them into the store and try to make money on top of it.
Right.
So it's so hard because it's not like a wholesale really
Right.
on tarantulas. I mean, it's not like you get wholesale pricing
Right.
unless you're buying like wild caught stuff or
Right.
super huge
Now, are
quantities.
any of your tarantulas wild caught?
The only ones I would say are probably the Goliaths.
Okay.
I purchased those as adults. And I honestly, I'm just a big believer, like anytime you see something listed as adult, then the
It's gonna be
chances
wild
of it
caught,
being
right.
wild caught are just like,
What about your
yeah.
jumping spiders? Are those?
No,
Oh.
actually, most of our jumping spiders are from our customers.
Oh, okay.
Who buy the bait and buy the females.
I
and
gotcha.
they just keep having sacks after sacks.
I
after
gotcha.
sacks, and we're like,
Yeah,
of course,
it's
bring
a
them back, you
yeah,
know?
it's a cycle.
Of course. Or like people bring us their sacks and we just raise them up ourselves.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
No, it makes it nice, and you constantly have a flow.
Pink toes we've produced a couple times.
Okay, so you guys do produce some of them in your in house.
Yeah, some
Okay.
of them are produced in house. Yeah. I was gonna try to do Grandma stole a rosé, but I could not find a male for her anywhere.
I
so
gotcha.
we're just gonna try to
Now,
get her.
somebody that has had tarantulas, but they want to maybe try to breed some. What would you say is like the best species to like start off with like breeding? Yeah, it doesn't have to be a tarantula. It can be like a jumping spider, or
Actually, I want to say jumpers, just because of how easy it is. They'll just lay sacks. And
I
they'll
gotcha.
Just keep going. But they're not. They're hard to feed the babies.
I
They're
gotcha.
So tiny.
Right.
So it's kind of like you gotta let them like kind of duke it out for the
Right.
first couple of months.
Right, it's a little
So,
Mad Max, like,
it is,
right.
Kind of cannibalizing themselves. And then once they start eating fruit flies, okay, sick. Cool. Maybe this is what I have, and this is what's gonna survive.
Right. And that's the thing about spiders and tarantulas and scorpions even, is that it's a give and take when you get, because most of the time the female is going to kill the male, and then so you got to have death to have life. So
We got a curly hair in the back. She's killed every male I've paired with her.
jeez.
She was not had one sack yet, and I've paired her like 3 times. She killed all 3 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, all right.
I know sometimes I have not tried breeding yet, but I've seen some people try, and it's just like, the problem is I love all my tarantulas. I just couldn't be like, I'm gonna sacrifice you today to get some more life, and it's a gamble. It's a lot of a gamble.
It is. I had to sacrifice my first ever tarantula I bought. It was Megaphobema robusta, and it ended up being a male.
Mm-hmm.
He matured out, and I could tell he was scoping. He was looking for ladies.
Right.
Sent them off. Got 8.
Oh.
Man, I'm so sorry,
I know
dude.
that's the only thing I would, is like if they're male and they're getting down to the end of their life, you're basically like, okay, well, I'm he's got to fulfill his duty, right?
Yeah, try.
Right.
Definitely try. But pink toes have been there. I would say my favorite, my funnest so far. Easy. They're not super nasty if you're somebody that likes to pull the sack and kind of tend to the sack by itself. Not super nasty. It's heartbreaking watching the mom try to pull the sack though back. That breaks your heart out every single time. But the babies progressed pretty quickly, so it was way easier. I don't know.
No, that's good.
It just was.
Right.
Easier.
So that's pretty much it for the tarantulas. Can we take a look at some of you guys' enclosures you guys have here? Yeah, I know you guys got a ton. It's just a ton of glass and
lots of glass.
metal.
We got a couple setups made.
Oh yeah, like right here, leopard gecko setup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is probably one of the biggest ones where setups are made and they're not appropriate.
Okay.
Like, at all.
Right.
Yeah. Bearded dragon ones too. Those ones are really
Right.
Yeah, we love Marty. Shout out to Marty made vivariums. He's amazing. Every single enclosure he makes is top quality. The glass is amazing. I mean, the guy's amazing. He's a one-man show.
Wow,
He does
really?
he builds, he delivers, he takes orders, he does billing, he does. I mean, the guy delivers everything. He does all of it himself.
Wow.
Which.
Well, that's good to that's good. It's not like when you're getting Reptizoo.
Yeah.
and their enclosure, their pre-made enclosures, and it's like, that.
Not that I'm gonna knock them,
No.
Gives
Those
people a place to start.
right. No.
Usually doesn't go great.
No, not at all, not at all.
Yeah.
And then obviously you guys don't really keep too many of you guys as in tarantulas in these enclosures.
No.
And then if you do, I'm assuming you guys, you had to change the lid.
Yeah, alter it a little bit. Definitely.
Right, because you don't want a mesh lid for the claws to get stuck in.
Yeah, and that's another one of those things that everybody has their own opinions about.
Right.
I mean, we had screen enclosures for
Right.
years.
Right, and until you know,
I never
right.
had a problem. Never
Right.
once did I have a tarantula get stuck or anything. But I've had customers come in and be like, "Oh my god,
Right.
my pink toe got stuck in the screen at the top of my
Right.
God." It's like, it can happen, but I personally have not seen a lot of it. But I have heard accounts.
No,
of it.
right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, what I've always used, since I even started, I use tarantula cribs.
Yeah, I do. I love them. I actually reached out to them a couple years ago and one was like, "Hey, we kind of like," because we wanted to redo the entire tarantula cabinet. It was all 2 gallons with screen lids, and it was horrible. So we were like, "Hey, I want to redo everything." I reached out to them to see if we could do something, or if I ordered a whole bunch of them,
Right.
maybe cut the price a little bit on them. I never heard anything, so I don't just never worked out. But
yeah, I've talked to them. I actually talked to the owner a couple of times because Tarantula Cat and all of them have a group chat and stuff, and just talking to them, and they're really nice. I know they're trying to get more into the retail thing. A lot of the things are online right now, but when you have something that can be tailor made to the certain animal that you're getting.
Because from a retail aspect, really the only acrylic options we have are the Zilla, the Zilla things, and that's what we use because our reps just give us deals.
Right.
I mean, we're just gonna be straight up honest. He was like, "Yeah, if you buy 20 of them, we'll give you a huge price cut."
Right.
Cool, thanks. Are they amazing? They're okay.
Right.
They do what they need to do for the short period of time that they need to do.
No, right.
But they're definitely better than a 2-gallon
Right.
screen lid.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, at least you guys have plenty of options for people with their enclosures.
The acrylic stuff is actually all up front.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the salted glass.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Marty's amazing, and he's all American made, which I absolutely love.
Yeah. You should end that game some toxic classic or bad glass and.
It's good glass. I mean, it's good. Good stuff. For
you can even get this for your tarantula right here. That's nice. So I know you guys have some fish. I know that's not really the main focus or anything, but do you think we can take a quick view in there real quick?
That's probably one of the cooler areas.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a heck of a setup. This is not PetSmart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we got saltwater, and then this whole side of there is freshwater.
Wow. It's crazy. It doesn't smell like fish in here, unlike, Petco.
That's what happens when you clean your tank.
Right. And the glass is clear, got algae growing up in the corners.
No, don't get me wrong. There's gonna be a couple of those.
No, right.
There, but yeah, no.
But it's not the main,
Yeah. We sell
Oh, I got clownfish
We
there.
sell a lot of fish.
Wow. And these are all live, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's all
Wow.
live coral.
Wow. Got little Nemos there.
They've been in this tank since we moved over here 7 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is just awesome. This is like a little mini, like actual, like aquarium zoo. Yeah.
So we do kid events. And
Oh, okay.
When we do our kids events, they come back here and we do like a touch tank situation.
I gotcha. Wow, this guy's
Touch
huge.
starfish, all like that stuff.
Huh. Yeah, this is awesome. I know. I would love to get into fish. I just know that I think that sometimes tarantulas can be a lot. Fish are even more because you got the water to take care of, not just the animal.
Because I got 50 small tarantulas at home, but 3 fish tanks. My 3 fish tanks stress me out.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, right.
Like way more.
Right. It's all about the water chemistry, and I see you guys do water testing here.
We do, yeah. We don't do, our water testing is a little different though. We use a spin machine. So we actually run it through a machine that gives us like a decimal value of the water parameters, as opposed to like other places.
Right.
They'll do like those little sticks.
Right, the little sticks.
Like,
Yeah, the little
it's
sticks.
Like that. The amount of people I have come here and they're like, well, Pickle told me my tank's fine. And I'm like, you put a strip in your water.
Right.
Nothing. I'm like, and most of them probably don't even know how to read it.
No, right.
Like, please bring me your water. I will tell you what's going on. I will
Yeah.
tell you how to fix it. I will tell you what to do.
Right, and then you guys have the additives for it that
Oh, yeah.
are good additives and not
And,
some junk.
That's another part of the marketing world within the pet retail is places like that are trained to sell.
Right.
They're not trained to be like, hey, you need to do this. Not what the bottle says. I know the bottle says to do this, but don't do that.
Right,
because
right.
That's actually going to make the problem worse.
Right.
Like they want it to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so we are back out here by the tarantulas again, and we're going to wrap up the video. It's kind of a long one, but that's not anything that's different with me because I ramble on, and at least this time I wasn't the one talking so much, so you guys got a little bit of a break from my voice, and you guys didn't just get to stare at my desk while I have a tarantula on it. You guys got to see a whole bunch of different animals. So thank you very much again, Rachel, for showing us around and showing us the store. And if you guys have any questions, or you guys are from the Michigan area, the southeast Michigan area, feel free to come by. It's House of Pets in Garden City.
Yep, House of Pets. Yep, we got an Instagram, we got a Facebook, we got a TikTok. House of Pets Inc. Follow us. That's how small business thrives.
No, right. And you guys are one of the, at least over in our area, you guys are really the only ones that have this many tarantulas and pets. Yeah, this many pets, right? Yeah, reptiles, right. You don't have to order online, so it's in person. Oh, you guys are? Oh, you guys gonna do online? Okay.
Online options here real soon.
Okay.
We're probably not gonna ship right away. I'm sure a lot of it we're gonna start off as like pickup only.
Right.
But yeah, we're trying to get there.
Well, that's good. At least you guys are doing different stuff, and yeah, no, right. Well, thank you very much again, and I will see you guys in the next video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do like and subscribe, and do check out House of Pets on everything that they have, Instagram and Facebook, and check out their website. Have a good day, guys. Bye.